What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the vlog. Okay, today there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening, but I'm gonna be able to get the distributor out of the old engine, and we're gonna try to set timing this weekend. So it's currently Friday night, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the distributor out of the old engine, clean it up, and then tomorrow, hopefully, we can set initial timing. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay, but we're gonna get that ready. So first things first, I'm just gonna get that distributor out right now. So I did too much, like I always do. So I pulled the distributor out and it was dirty, so I started cleaning, and then I started cleaning more stuff, and then I started bolting stuff together. So let me show you what I did, because I kind of did way more than I should have. So let me show you the distributor first. And so this was all covered in grease and was nasty and gross and stuff. So now it's all clean and it's ready to put into the engine. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do tomorrow, is set initial timing. I'll set the piston, number one piston at top dead center, and then make sure the valve, so it's on the compression stroke, and then probably pop the distributor, God, it's hard, the distributor in, and then go from there and see where I'm at and call it a day. So that's that. The other thing I did is I ended up mounting the AC and the power steering, so that's ready to go. I just got to hook up the lines to it, but that's ready to rock. And then I test fitted my heater tubes just to make sure it would work, but I'm not really gonna know until the fuel rail's on. So that's like the big deciding factor if I can reuse that heater tube, is the fuel rails, but I get those on Monday. And Edelbrock's taken a month to get me fuel rails that they had in stock. A month. God. So I'm still waiting on that. So tomorrow we're gonna get a good jump on this, and we're gonna try to get a bunch done. I'm gonna be able to try to get the oil in the transmission, the drive shaft hooked up, and the exhaust. That's the plan for tomorrow, and then hopefully I can set initial timing as well, or at least get in the ballpark and start doing it. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and that's what I got done tonight. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I'm back. It's after work on a Saturday. That's messed up. So we're back. We're gonna get some stuff done. So I got a little goodie bag of parts from AutoZone and from O'Reilly's and from Lowe's. So check it out. I got my 4" to 3" reducer because the vibrant one is on back order. This one's flimsy and won't hold up for the turbo. So it's just, again, a band-aid because back order. So that's the first thing on the list. I got some 2.5" bolts that I don't think I need anymore. Then I got my FL1A oil filter that I'm probably just gonna pop on today because I can, and it's just one less thing to do later. And then I got my Gates, a nice belt for the smog pump delete, so 84.5 inches. So I got that, and it looks good. And there's another thing. I got the vacuum fitting, then the plug for my intake manifold, and another vacuum fitting, and then a new negative ground cable because my other one was garbage, and I found a new grounding point that seems like on the forums everybody agrees that it's a pretty good grounding point, which is right there, right underneath the AC condenser. They say that's a really good spot to ground, so we're gonna give it a shot, and if the wire burns up and it all blows up, then we know it wasn't a good ground. But that's what I'm gonna try. And then I got my ground strap, and I'm gonna ground that to the back of the head. So that's just a fun little thing that I went through, but that's not what we're gonna do right now. I got all that stuff, but that's not what we're doing. And so, you know, my cool Edelbrock elbow that I was so happy about, and I was giving me all those clearance issues. Well, I think I'm gonna delete that and get the Holley one, because the Holley one is shorter. The Holley one is more low profile and has less clearance issues, and it has vacuum ports drilled into it already. Imagine that. So I'm gonna order the Holley one, and hopefully that gets here in time. I will use this if I have to, but nothing fits. So the next problem I was running into is after I put that coupler on, is my my cold air intake won't fit because it sticks out. It's too long. So I might take the hit and just list the Edelbrock elbow on the forum, or if anybody that watches this wants it, I'll sell it to you for cheap. So there you go. But I'm gonna go with the Holly elbow, and if it clears and fits well, we'll just stick with it and go with Holly. Otherwise, I'll go back to Edelbrock and see what happens with it. But still, not what we're doing tonight. So I'm gonna jack the car up right now. I'm gonna get the drive shaft put in. I'm gonna put the oil in the transmission, or the trans fluid, whatever you want to call it, and then I'm gonna hook the exhaust up and hook the starter up, and that's the main part. So then after that, I'm gonna pull the valve cover off and then make sure that it's on the compression stroke. And I'm already on my so my engine builder put a TDC mark on the balancer already, and I know it's at TDC because I stuck like a screwdriver in there and just tapped to make sure that the piston was at TDC, and it is. So I mean, I don't know why I would second guess his TDC mark, but I did, and I checked it, and I found out that it's right. So it's on TDC. I just want to make sure it's on the compression stroke, and that's what I'm going to check. So that would be the next thing I do, and after that is just a bunch of extras. So if I get more done than that, goody, but I don't think I will. I don't even know if I'll get to the timing part, but we'll see. So, but that's the game plan for right now, and we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna start by jacking up the cart and getting under it. That's why I was like, this is easy. It's like,
how do you know when it's full?
It'll drip out.
Your little tubey tube.
You see my tubey tube?
I see your tubey tube. Where's the flashlight?
They were trying to make it like safe or whatever, but they ended up putting 14 layers of tape on this thing. Dude, this fluid is blue. It's bright blue.
Bright blue? It's Ford blue, because we Ford.
Okay, so we're going to put the fluid in the transmission. I'm using, this is G-Force GF2000 AF. It's a 75-140 gear oil. And this is just what ProMotion told me to do, so I'm not going to argue and I'm going to do it. I have Justin making sure all of the oilings goes into the side of the transmission, so here we go. Okay, so the next one he told me to do is One Synthetic Atf. So we're gonna pop this bad boy in there, and it is not blue, it's bright red. We're just mixing colors today. I'll just mix my colors. What is it gonna be?
Red, that makes purple.
Well, yeah, it's purple. Purple
so
drunk.
We got lean in the transmission.
Oh, kind of drunk transmission.
Yeah, you're doing. It's naughty.
They're making fun of me. How dare they? Look, I am the coolest kid in this club. I don't know what they're talking about. Drilled the spacer, but I didn't have a drill bit big enough, so this is as far as we got. I wasn't able to tap it. The other thing I did is I put the exhaust hanger on the transmission because I forgot to do that. So I did that, and then I found out one of my exhaust hangers is torn. That sucks. And now I found out there's a conflict with the oil pan and the K-member, so we're grinding it right now, and I just got done grinding and getting all the nice, what are they called? The little score things that hit your face?
Hot fire.
The metal shavings were like killing me. So we're gonna try this again and see where we're at. Okay, I'm partially deaf, but let me show you what I did. It came out really good, and now there's space. So first I'm going to drop down the transmission so you can actually see the clearance I have now. Okay, but so you see this? It was hitting the pan, and that wasn't cool, so I just notched it out right there, and now the pan fits perfect, and no more clearance issues because it was actually touching the pan, and that was freaking me out. So no more pan touching, and looks like we are good to go. So that's fixed, and now I'm gonna start mounting the exhaust because we are finally there. But yeah, it's a good 1/4 inch or maybe even more of clearance now, so looking good, and we're gonna keep going on this project. All right, so we've got a lot done tonight, and I am wrecked, but I said we were gonna check the valves, make sure we were at the compression stroke for top dead center, and I'm gonna make sure we're there. So I'm just gonna pull off the valve cover and make sure we're there because I already have the engine set at TDC according to my engine builder. I just lined it up with his scribe that he made, and so it's at TDC right now. So all I'm gonna do is pull off the valve cover and make sure it's on the compression stroke, and we should be good. So now that the valve cover is loose and I can pull it off right now, I'm gonna make sure that nothing's gonna fall in because that's a big deal, right? And so what I'm looking for is the 2 valves on the number 1 cylinder are, and that's how I know it's on the compression stroke. So let's see what this looks like. They are both, so I am indeed on the compression stroke. So that's good to know. All right, so there we go. Alright, and so as you probably just saw, I didn't tighten up the valve covers all the way. I didn't torque them. I didn't do any of that good stuff because when I prime the oil pump, I want to make sure the oil is coming up in there into the valves and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna leave that loose so when I prime the oil pump, I can see what's going on. I can make sure it's all oiled up correctly, and that's good to go. So let me show you what I did under the car. Let's take a look. All right, and so the other thing is I put the shifter, oh, it's hard to see, but I put the shift fork cover on. That was cool. And then I came back here, and it's really dark. Let's see if I can get some light on that bad boy. So I got the exhaust hanger put on as well, so I could actually hang my exhaust. And then I got the exhaust on. So now all the exhaust is on and it's ready to go in. As you saw earlier, we put fluid in the transmission as well, so that worked out pretty well. The Bassani X pipe is on with the Flowmasters, and so then the drive shaft is on as well, and it's all good to go. And I oriented it the same way I took it off, so everything would work out pretty well. So that's what I got done under here. And even though it doesn't sound like I did a whole lot, it was a whole lot. Oh, there's one other thing that I did is, so the negative ground cable, they say don't ground it to the block, ground it to this point while you're at it, while you're doing stuff, right? So this is what I grounded it to. So the AC bracket right there is the piece of aluminum, the piece of steel, and I put my ground right there, and that's what I read was a good idea. Oh, another thing I didn't talk about is I got the starter hooked up. That was kind of a pain in the butt with all the exhaust mounted and everything, but we still got it done, and it's good to go. So we're at the end of the video, and I got a lot done tonight. I am wrecked, but we got a lot done. I'm happy that we were able to get this much done. It's just one step in the right direction. So pretty much the underneath of the car is done. I just got to hook up my O2 sensors, like my wideband and my O2 sensor, and I'll probably do that during the week. That's really easy actually. So we're jamming. We're going. So really happy about it. I said it a ton of times already, but we got a ton done tonight. It's always nice to have help like Justin and Ernie and all those guys to help me out, get some stuff done, and make progress, because we got to get this thing running before I have surgery, and it is coming up fast. Only like two more weeks, I think. Yeah, like 2 more weeks, that's it. So yeah, just had to get this knocked out, and we're finally there. So thanks for sticking around for the video. I do appreciate it. If you made it this far and you are new here, please leave a like, a subscribe. It helps me a ton, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And for everybody that isn't new, thanks for supporting. It means a lot to me. So again, thank you. And on that note, I'll catch you guys on the next video. This is the struggle of YouTube.
Put your makeup on? Put your filter on?
It's a pour. Alright, is it going in?
Not yet, but I see it coming. It's creeping.
Ooh.
There it goes. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going in.
It's so blue.
It's very blue.
Isn't it? That's like so weird to me. It's freaking me out how blue it is. I'm like, it's just like Kool-Aid or something.
Tastes good. It's blueberry flavored.
It is blueberry.
Or raspberry.
Woo! I got that raspberry oil, bro. It's so cool.
Some octane boost in it, man. See what happens.
Make your transmission shift so fast.
Oh, fire.
I hit my first to second like that.